Yes, good afternoon. We've reached almost to the end of the week. Today, I just want to briefly analyze the DXY, the dollar index. Yeah, this is the index which tracks the performance of the United States dollar itself. So we've seen the dollar's been struggling in a bit in the past months, and literally you could see from the period of consolidation, uh, how many weeks some weeks back, the dollar managed to break out of this range, this massive consolidation that we could see on weekly. We got a breakout, and then the dollar started shifting to the upside. All right, why am I talking about the dollar index? The dollar index, I'm talking about it because it's one index that I use myself, which shows me the performance of the dollar itself, and also it also tracks the performance of other instruments. Yeah, for example, the commodities, the currencies, the indices. So, all right, let's get to the point. So, analyzing the dollar on, let me say, I normally start on the monthly, and on the monthly, we could see that we had a reaction on our monthly order block. This is our monthly demand. This is the monthly demand that actually I'm talking about, I'm referring to. This is the monthly demand. And what came after, we saw a massive consolidation. Yeah, for a couple of months. It's been like for almost 1 full year and a half, because yeah, it's been almost 1 full year if you could count all these candles. Yes, then we we are bullish on the monthly, but on the monthly I don't do market structure. On the monthly I do what we call candlestick science. Candlestick science is all about knowing the logic in the candlesticks. Yeah, which means we have to understand what the disrespect and the respect candle means. Yeah, this is what we normally look at when we talk about candlestick science. Monthly, we just literally want to know the direction bias, the order flow of price. So basically, as you can see, monthly we almost have price breaking out of the range. Monthly we don't see any kind of context, but we could see that the dollar is literally bullish because our most recent break of structure is to the upside. This is a break of structure, as you could see, the one I'm pointing towards. And then after the break of structure, we see now we had what you call the monthly order block. This is the monthly order block I'm talking about. Yes, now that we have the monthly order block, this one, price is retracing back towards the monthly order block. So when we scale down towards the weekly time frame, it's visible, it's more clear that seriously the consolidation, we managed to break out of it, and we started seeing the bullish order flow, yes, in action. So currently on weekly, this is the weekly range. From this range high, let me see, this is the range high, and this is also the range low. This is the weekly range actually that I'm looking at. For a weekly range, this is a bullish weekly range. Yes, what now we experiencing is that after taking out this external range liquidity, after taking out the external range liquidity, yeah, off of the weekly, now we are aiming for the internal range liquidity towards this imbalance. We have this weekly imbalance. This is the imbalance. It's a fair value gap which is lying within the areas of discount pricing. So this is what we gonna be targeting, definitely. So on weekly, we see currently we are on a retracement phase, and what shows that we are on the retracement phase is the presence of this bearish order flow. This bearish order flow leg yesterday, this was my point of interest, my context area, because my context area is where I literally look for when preparing to frame an entry. Yes, so our direction bias currently is bearish. And why are we bearish? Because of the presence of this bearish order flow leg, and our drawn liquidity is this swing low, and ultimately this imbalance. When we go on 4 hour, since now the weekly context was fulfilled on 4 hour, that's when we talk about time alignment. 4 hour, we just go there to place, to frame our entries on 4 hour. This was a weekly tap in our weekly context. We are on 4 hour. After that, now we having a shift of market structure. This is a shift of market structure on 4 hour. So 4 hour, now what are we hoping to see in the coming week? In the coming week, we hoping to see now price retracing towards these areas of premium. It could be a fair value gap, or it could be the area of supply, which is the order block. So by next week, since we already seen an SMSC shift of market structure SMS, yeah, we hoping now to see a pullback within this 4 hour range. We're still in the range in the consolidation, but this is just a redistribution phase. We're hoping to continue breaking upside towards to continue breaking downside toward the weekly area of imbalance in the discount. So this is my ultimate target. This is where I'm looking for. Yes, so this is what I had on the DXY. We're hoping to see that price continue to do what? Continue to drop towards the downside of the trend. Yes. So this is our ultimate target, our weekly order block, which is refined from daily ultimately to 4 hour. This is what actually I'll be looking for in the coming weeks to come. I'll be holding sales. Yeah, if I'm to trade the dollar index, unfortunately I don't trade dollar index. This is what I'll be looking for. So for the case of gold will be rallying towards the upside for some good weeks. Yeah, gold and silver, you could see we have shifted bullish, as you could see. Yeah, we literally bullish. Even if you check on the daily, you could see that the daily fair value gaps are trying to deliver price towards the buy side liquidity. That's gold, and this is silver. As you can see, this is the bullish fair value gap, and we have a lot of buy side liquidity, low resistance liquidity resting above. So coming weeks, be prepared to keep buying gold and silver and keep selling the dollar index.